The last time I went to a watch collector meetup in Pennsylvania, one of my buddies, Jason, had just taken delivery of a new watch that day, and he allowed me the opportunity to unbox it, get the first wrist shot, do the macro video, get first impressions of a limited edition from Seiko. So shout out to my friend Jason, who also brought along a beautiful date that happened to be a birth year example for me. So that one was also fun to put on wrist. But let's talk about this Seiko. This is the Rowing Blazers 2022 limited edition that retailed for $495. Unfortunately, it has sold out on both Seiko and Rowing Blazers websites, but this, fortunately, is still available on the secondary market and not trading for a premium, which is a nice thing. Now, this one comes with a deep black dial with a reflective finish that I think looks really nice with your brightly colored markers that have a little bit of a reflective sheen or finish to those markers. I think this injects some flavor and color. It's fun, but it's not overly dominant or overly eye-catching like you tend to get with the other color iterations, the green, the blue, and the orange dial configurations. I still like those versions, don't get me wrong, but the black is my pick. It's more subtle, it's a little bit more versatile, and I think it's a little bit more fun. Now let's take a look at the other details. This has a highly decorative framed day-date aperture with two different finishes on that metal, and then it frames a blackout English and kanji day-date complication, which is really nice to see. We also have polished hands that are pointer style with a white stripe going right through the center of those hand members. And to my eyes, they appear a little bit thicker and nicer finished than the stock handset that you would find in a comparable 40mm 5KX. Now, I have owned the anthracite variation, and I'll drop in some comparative footage, but tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm seeing things. I just think this Rowing Blazers limited edition is a little bit nicer. The second hand carries the candy cane coloring. We also have an applied Seiko logo, a printed 5 designation, and then the only other text found dominantly here on the dial is a large silvered Rowing Blazers signature, outside of which the only text is a small Made in Japan and 4R36 designation below the 6 o'clock red applied marker. Now, this will also have a little bit of an Easter egg that I would like to draw your attention to. So take a look at the chaptering up at the 12 o'clock position. In form, you have the old Seiko 5 badge there, the Seiko Sports badge. Not everybody is a fan of the new Fishhook Superman S or 5 designation, and this has in form that truncated home plate that I think brings a little bit of nostalgia here for this modern limited edition. Now, we also have a domed crystal that carries a lovely level of distortion from oblique or tangential angles. I like seeing that. I like the fact that this has both a bracelet and an included colorful nylon strap. Unfortunately, the strap is not very high quality, and I would suggest if you're one of the lucky 888 individuals that got your hands on this black dial before it sold out, I would recommend taking it off the bracelet, not using the included nylon strap, but finding a fitted FKM rubber strap, perhaps from Zealand, and injecting some color to mix it up with on occasion. Maybe you go red, maybe you go blue or green, or maybe in the future a brand makes pale pink. I think that could look beautiful with this specific black dial configuration with the pink at the 2 and the 8 o'clock positions. Now, I'll leave you with one final point as we wrap up this unboxing video. I like the fact that Seiko took kind of a back seat with this specific watch. So yes, their brand, their logo is in the place of prominence on the dial, but it's actually a little bit smaller than the Rowing Blazers signature on the bottom portion of the dial. And then if you flip the watch over, yes, you see the in-house 4R36 movement, but it's behind a screening of a Rowing Blazers Dairy Bones motif, which is kind of cool to see. And then the other thing is there is a signed crown, but not signed Seiko or 5 It's RB sign standing for, of course, Rowing Blazers. So I like that Seiko, again, kind of took a little bit of a backseat. They're celebrating this connection with Rowing Blazers. They have a fun edition that's colorful, a little bit versatile. I'm not going to say it's the most versatile watch, but it is a flavorful and fun piece that gives you a high level of satisfaction for not a high retail price. This does seem nicer and better finished and put together than the stock 5KX and 40 millimeters that I've owned in the past. So a very cool piece. Shout out to my friend Jason, who allowed me to do the unboxing. He delayed very shortly his watch honeymoon, but I had the opportunity to see a cool sold out limited edition, and I want to thank him for that. I also want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let me know if you have any specific questions or any suggestions for future content. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.